This is the third video in the series dealing with website maturity. In this video, you're going to learn about community engagement. Hello Wicked Webbers, welcome back to another Wicked Web Wednesdays with me, Chris Davidson, brought to you by Speaker Business Builder. Website maturity, state number 3, community engagement. What's that all about? Well, you've got a reasonably active website here now. You're getting people signing up at systems engagement level. You're getting people signing up for the tools that you have available to them. You're developing an online community and maybe indeed an offline community too. And you're becoming known as somebody that is helpful to that community. Community engagement is all about you as a human being. And how do human beings get online nowadays? Social media. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. So which of the many social media should you use? Answer: wherever your community lives. My community is definitely to be found on Facebook and LinkedIn. I think less so on Twitter. I think that people who, for example, maybe serve the news media, for example, journalists, PR people and the like, I think they are perhaps more likely to be found on Twitter. I think they quite like the immediacy of that channel. But for me, my community is on Facebook and LinkedIn. So first thing you've got to do is identify on which social media your community is, and then go find them. Go participate wherever they are. And when you get there, make sure that on your website you have the pixel implemented on your website for whatever social media you are using. In my case, the Facebook pixel, the LinkedIn Insights tag. These pixels are really useful. You will find another video in this series that illustrates how the pixels work, but broadly speaking, what those pixels do is that they connect the relationship between the user on Facebook or LinkedIn and that user visiting your website. So it might go like this, for example. A visitor comes to your website and through the process of system engagement decides to download the tool that you have made available to them. They put in their name, they put in their email address to get access to that tool. The very action of them doing that triggers, for example, the Facebook pixel, fires the Facebook pixel. That's the phrase, they talk about firing a pixel. Fires the Facebook pixel. What does that do? That collects the email address and takes it back to Facebook, and it says, hi, do we recognize on Facebook, do we recognize this email address? Do we have a profile associated with this email address? And if the answer to that is yes, well, that's great, because it means that we can then put some of our content onto Facebook through an advert, for example, and target those people. Retargeting is the process, and you might want to read up about that. But that's all driven by the pixels and the relationship between the pixel on your website and the social media that you're using. So pixels, really important part of community engagement. A final point, looking at content. Content on your website, for example, blogs and the like. You can spread all of that information throughout social media and help your community too. For example, this video, Wicked Web Wednesdays, are created to go onto YouTube. That's where they start their life. They start their life on my YouTube channel. However, blog posts are written for the Speaker Business Builder website, which feature the video as well, and then the video itself is put onto Facebook and shared through LinkedIn, and the transcript of the video is also shared elsewhere as well. So you can get a lot of input from one piece of content, and you can use that to help your community. That's community engagement. You can see we started from opacity, really not making any impact at all. We're engaging people with system engagement. Now we're getting ourselves out there in the community as a human being and engaging with other human beings and helping them solve their problems. So what's coming next? Market alignment.